Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Twisty3 and this is the final episode of Year 1 with the Greater Western Sydney Giants. This is rounds 21, 22 and round 23 before the live stream of the finals tonight. Yeah, it's probably in about an hour from now. That's what I'm suspecting by the time this video gets rendered and uploaded, because it's about 4 o'clock now. I kind of left it a bit late, but I did have an exam today which went for 3 hours and I think I did really bad. So physics is hard and you should study. That's what you should learn. Alright, these matches were, reasonably tough. There's a couple nail biters and yeah, you can enjoy that. Actually, I can't really remember. There's one nail biter, but and that was round 23, and you work on that as we get there. Alright, so get into your questions from the previous video. Will the AFL add any more teams in the next 10 years like they did with the Gold Coast and the GWS? I don't think so. Unless they really want to have like 20 teams in the AFL, which would be something ridiculous. I doubt they're going to add any more teams. The only places I can ever see them adding any more teams would be like, I don't really know, like an Indigenous team in Darwin or something. I mean, because now they've got 2 teams everywhere, so they don't really, or a Tasmanian team, maybe even a New Zealand team, but who knows, like, because we have seen games being played in New Zealand as of this year on Anzac Day, and there will be, I think, 2 matches next year in New Zealand, the Anzac Day clash between St Kilda and someone, and then St Kilda's got 2 more games, I believe, in New Zealand, for a total of like 4 or 5 games in New Zealand over the time. So if they do put a New Zealand team in, I don't know how they're going to get any exposure over there, but yeah, like, I mean, they've got 2 teams in Perth now, they've got 2 teams in Adelaide, they've got 2 teams in Brisbane, and they've got 2 teams in Sydney, so, and then you got the 10 in Melbourne, so I don't think they really need any more teams, in my opinion. Where do you think that, why do I barrack for Richmond? I barrack for Richmond because my family goes for Richmond. I'm sure that's how most people get their football teams, because their family goes for that team. Yeah. Alright, the live stream will go for however long the matches take, I'm guessing. Yeah, because we don't know whether I'm going to win or lose or what's going on. Who knows? I live in Melbourne, or Victoria, not very specific, but yeah. What's your favourite AFL game? AFL Live 2003. I remember playing that until yeah, I'm still playing that game. AFL 2003 was the best AFL game. I remember countless clashes between me and my uncle, me and my friends. It was just a great game all round. It was fantastic, and I could just take speckies with Richo every 2 or 3 grabs and hope that it would go through the goals, because in that game it was just so unpredictable whether you're gonna kick 10 goals or 10 points, and yeah, it was really good, really fun game. Now Sharpshooter says ruptured Achilles 12 weeks. That is unrealistic. Well, it's probably about right. If you rupture your Achilles, I wouldn't expect you to be playing football for at least 3 months. Yeah, I think most players, when they do an ankle injury, takes them at least, yeah, probably about that amount. Normally it's about 8 weeks. But, ankle injuries are pretty damn bad. So, that's pretty realistic. Just pointing that out. What do you think about the Varco miss in the Hawthorn and Geelong game? Well, 9 times out of 10 he would have kicked a goal, and we would have been into extra time. But he didn't, and the Hawks are through to the grand final. But go the Dockers. Go the Dockers. Freo finals fever is absolutely everywhere at the moment. Holy cow. Go the mighty Dockers. I don't know why. Like, normally I would be hating on Freo, but I just love it. Alright, so here's the scenario. If the Giants win this round 23 clash, they finish first on the ladder. Here's the scenario. Against crosstown rivals, the Suns. Or against the new kids on the block, I should say. Are you going to do all the finals and trade week and all the draft stuff in the live stream? Yes, I will be doing that, and you guys will be deciding who I pick and choose and do all sorts of stuff. Alright, who is the furthest team away from winning a grand final? Ooh. It's so tough. Like, there's teams on the sort of the up, and then there's teams that are, you know, you kind of like, oh, they have this sort of plan. Is this what they're gonna do? You know, there's teams like St Kilda and Melbourne just stuck at the bottom, kind of. The Bulldogs have some good sort of form going into next year, so their 5-year plan will probably kick in the next 3 years or 2-3 years, and they'll be up there again. Melbourne now have Paul Roos, so you'd probably have to say St Kilda. And then there's Brisbane, who have all these players who want to leave. So it's kind of a tough call to make. Yeah. Probably St Kilda, but a lot can change in a year, as we've seen with Port Adelaide. So no one would have suspected them to be anywhere near the 8 this year. Granted, their draw was pretty easy, but they still made the 8 and beat last year's premiers, the Swans, and beat Collingwood. So that was pretty good. Then they beat them again in the final in Melbourne, which no one would have expected either. So that's about... Oh, hang on. I'll answer this last question. What do you think about Freo using the clash jumpers? I think the AFL are idiots because they're making Freo wear the white shorts. Now, why are they making them wear the white shorts? They're like, oh, because it's Hawthorn's home game and they have the right to wear their brown shorts. Last time I checked, brown did not clash with purple. I just don't understand the logic behind the AFL making Freo wear the white shorts. And Freo, they're going to wear the white shorts every time, the white clash jumper every time when they have to wear the white shorts. So anyway, that's it. The Giants has finished first on the AFL ladder. And I will see you guys in about an hour for the live stream of the finals and all of the off-season stuff. Enjoy. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Finals.